Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome back to Hickory Reacts to Friends. And today on the channel, we got one special. This is a GW project called The Kids Show Kitchen. This is the Hickory version because I will be honest, I did cut a reaction video to this, but they were copyright claiming me for the music that GW owned. So he is kind enough to remove the tunage so I can react to this proper and have this up. Really enjoying reacting to G-dubs and my friends. So if you guys are too, please leave a comment, like, also leave suggestions down below as to what you'd like to see the Wasted Wizard react to, because always looking for good suggestions, and there's been a ton of great ones. Without further ado, the Kids Show Kitchen.
Hi kids, in today's episode, we're going to be making apple pie. What? Pumpkin. Seriously? Pumpkin? Ew, gross.
Which is hysterical. Pumpkin pie is like one of my favorite things. Only second to the pecan pie, I do believe. I guess third, because first would be like a maple bourbon pecan pie, but nobody makes those, so.
Alright kids, we'll be making pumpkin pie. The Chuck Woolery of pie. We're getting this
the Chuck Woolery of pie.
recipe for Libby's world famous pumpkin pie from verybestbaking.com.
Woo!
Alright.
I hope this is sponsored.
The ingredients we'll need is 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and make sure it's actually ground. No one wants tree bark in their pie.
It's very true, kids. Need to make sure you use the ground cinnamon.
It's gross. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Salt, really? I thought we were making a sweet pie, not something savory. This seems kind of gross. No, really? What are we doing next? Breaking out the nitrogen and making some jelly beans? You know, something really weird. Salt. Yeah,
unbeknownst to most people, public service announcement is a guy who's cooked most of his life that, salt goes in everything, including the things that you would never suspect it to go into.
1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. Not this type of ginger.
That's my favorite type of ginger.
1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves.
I like him when he's drunk, because then he's pickled ginger.
You know, like the cigarettes your grandma used to smoke before they were illegal?
Oh, I miss those.
Your car smell all weird. You got a weird body high from it, but you don't want to tell anyone because you don't want to get in trouble. Cloves. 2 large chickens.
Okay, now you lost me. I was full on board for the pecan pie recipe, and now we're talking chickens.
Chickens? What do you mean, chickens?
What do you chickens?
Mean? How else are we supposed to go get eggs? You go to the store like everyone else in America. Come on. How are you not fired? Use your head. God. 2 large eggs. 1 can of Libby's 100% pure pumpkin.
I like how the graphic was the pumpkin. I will say this project was a 3-person unit that G-Dubs did. He did the videography and the editing. Somebody created the backgrounds for him, which look great, dude. Uncle Will's Kitchen. And it has some great books up there, like Pies for Dipshits, Kids Love Cooking, I Heart Cooking, and In Cooking, or something like that. This is pumpkin pie up there. This background's great, especially the Uncle Will's Kitchen thing. That just looks really good up there. And then another person did all the food graphics for him. I also really dig down on the bottom, actually right there on the stove. Right there on the stove are just handprints, and it's all, it's not a clean kitchen, which is what you'd want for filming a show. The only reason we haven't started filming any food stuff at our place yet is we're waiting till the rest of the house gets set up, because we did just move in. But that will be coming down the road. There will be a drunk magician cooking show coming up, and we'll see if people enjoy it.
Now, trust me when I say you want 100% pure. Because if you don't, you don't know what they cut it with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be laxatives, it could be baby powder, it could be fentanyl. Like, you want the 100% pure stuff. No substitutions. 1 can of Nestle's Carnation evaporated milk, and 1 uncooked pie shell.
Yes, uncooked. Because you're gonna cook it when you cook the pie.
A lot of work for kids. Like, what's the age group that we're kind of shooting for? 6 to 10. Dude, what do you mean you used to do stuff like that when you were that age? Come on. What'd you also do? Skin a bear at age 3, David Crockett? You're a hot mess.
Well, I will agree that this is a lot more, this is actually probably more complicated than recipes should be for the average American adult, because a lot of people nowadays are too stupid to cook for themselves. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, my 4-year-old niece would do this no problem. She probably needed barely any instruction too. It's incredible. But she's been raised by a house full of chefs. So that's, you know, she's going to be an outlier. She's going to be like the one person in her school class that actually knows how to cook, which is pretty entertaining.
All right, what we need to do now is preheat the oven to 425. And this is a perfect time to get the adults involved. If there's no adults involved, maybe that teenage babysitter who's sexing her boyfriend right now. And if you're a latchkey kid, why are you watching this show? You should be watching something much cooler like Reservoir Dogs. Seriously, that movie changed my life. I watched it when I was your age. It was perfect. And look at me. I turned out great. I'm the host of a kids show. My life couldn't be even any more fantastic. All right.
Yeah, kids. If you are a latchkey kid, you should be watching something more like something like Hickory's channel.
Now what we need to do is dump it all together in a big bowl and mix it together. Yeah, let's do the mixing together song.
I can't wait for the mixing together song.
Really? We don't have a mixing together song?
No.
Come on, how am I supposed to like make this entertaining for kids? What song do we have? Happy birthday. Sing happy birthday to the kids. Like, what if it's not their birthday? Come on, use your head. This is ridiculous. Happy birthday song. Jeez. Now, I want to make it absolutely clear. We do not lick the bowl.
No.
Seriously, I did that one time, and it was like Mount Vesuvius erupting from my butthole.
Yeah, salmonella is no joke.
It was gross. There was little villagers on fire screaming for it was terrifying.
Savage.
I really wish I didn't say that.
I'm glad you did.
Anyways, now that we have our pie all mixed together, it's time to go in the oven. And we wait for
Yay!
15 minutes. 15 minutes. Come on, man. What are we going to do for 15 minutes?
I thought he was going to call him out on that. Doesn't seem like long enough to cook a pie at all. But I don't know. It makes me wonder if G-Dubs was following. Hopefully he'll leave a comment down below for some clarification. Is this the actual recipe? Because it sounds a lot like it up until the 15 minutes part. And I'm like, yeah, it seems like that would be like 45 at least. I don't know. GreatAmericanBaking.com. That's not an endorsement. I'm just repeating what I heard earlier. I don't endorse any cooking websites. Fun fact for those who don't know, most recipes that get published are never proofed. They never actually make those recipes. They just write them and put them out.
This is supposed to be like a 5-minute segment of a show. How did you get hired? Come on. 15 minutes. Wait, what?
Probably the same guy that hired GW for a kids cooking show. Hired this awful producer. That's funny.
We have a pre-made pie. Why didn't you tell me that? Now I look like a jerk in front of all the kids. Come on. Just give me. And now we have pie. Isn't that great? Well, bye, and see you next time on Kid Show Kitchen featuring me, Will. Hi, kid.
Oh man, another phenomenal performance by my boy GW Foley. Please give him some love down in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know what you would like to see reactions to, other things. And yeah, show some love on the Hickory Reacts to Friends. These ones are fun, and they happen to be a monetizable content. So if you want to support the channel, watching those is a great way to do so. Without further ado, that's all I got on this one. I am, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. If you want to see a drunk magician who's way out of his depths react to other things he has no business reacting to, down there in the comment sections where you should be leaving that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Drunk Magician out. Cheers. And don't lick the bowl.